Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Hit it, Frank! What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Motherfucking Topix. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hi, Kimmy. Do you hear me?
I do hear you.
Can you put my headphones up? I got no snare in my headphones.
She needs some snails in her headphones.
I need some snails in my headphones.
I ain't got no snail. Hey, turn me up.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. I need some snail.
Hey, yo, yo, yo. Oh, there.
Have you ever been
there it
snaily
is.
and a whaley and I'm faily?
Have you ever been hated and a snailinated of snails?
It's really bad. We're not rappers. Hey, everybody. It's a new week. I'm so excited because I just ate the best food. I mean, I can't believe I just described Panera Bread as the best food.
That's crazy.
Panera Bread is so good.
Kim, we didn't know. Ugh. It's fine. It's
Can we
fine.
change
It's
the
fine.
lighting
I
a
hate
little?
the lighting. I hate the
The
lighting.
lighting was like this in the
I'm
last
sorry.
podcast, and we both look truly, I mean, if you look at us, we look sick.
I'm actually like, I
I
swear
don't
to God.
hate the blue.
And I
But
kind of
can we go
understand
through
right
the
now.
motions of the other ones? What else do we got? Sorry,
What's
G-Meg.
going on with me?
I'm making G-Meg do 1,000 things right now. Don't like that. That look like a Twilight Zone character. Why?
So at Skankfest, Kim, I can't tell you how many people came up to me and they were like,
Oh, I hate
wow, you are like way prettier in person
that. Wow.
than you are on camera. And I was taking it like kind of to heart where I was like, you're being rude at this point. Like,
People
are-
tell me that too.
But now that I'm looking at myself right now, it's like I just peed. I just went to the bathroom for a little tinkle and looked at
Yeah, this
myself
looks
in the
good.
mirror. And I had the thought, you know what I thought? I
Huh.
thought a 10 when
I
looked
love
in the mirror.
that. I love that. You are.
I thought I looked great.
Mhm.
Now here, right that? No, nothing
The problem
close. I don't
is-
even want to rate that. I don't want to hurt my own feelings.
I am truly hotter in person.
I'm so much hotter in person, you guys.
Me
I
too.
swear. I don't know what's going on.
The camera doesn't hit
that.
me right. For someone who wants to be on camera for her entire career, it does not do me justice. I got to tell you.
Well, I always try to take the like the mentality of like it's just a certain angle of your face and a certain lighting. It's not really what you look like. The camera's kind of deceiving, but like honestly, sometimes it hurts my own feelings.
But but the thing is, when I look at you there, I think you look great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is, wow. I mean, that is crazy that this is what you guys have to look at. I don't know how to fix it for you.
I'm actually trying to fix it actively. I'm seeing if like maybe like a little styling will help.
Listen, guys,
We didn't have time to do this before the show.
We're trying
right
to
now.
be funny on the show. We do wish we were hotter for you. I don't know what you want, but
So-
it probably wouldn't have been as if we were hotter. If we were any hotter than this, the show wouldn't be as good as it is.
No, I can't be hotter and also be as like as funny. As
If
I'm-
I was hotter than this, I'd have nothing to say. I would just not talk. I'd just be like, look at me. What do I need to say? The words are on my face and my full lips.
You guys can sense that I barely have anything to say now. Okay, you don't want me to be hotter. That would be a problem.
It would be a problem. Stop asking for it. Stop asking.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Like this lighting.
just
What's
wanna
wrong with the
will it.
lighting? Is it the lighting? Is it the lights?
Is it my eyes? I hope it's my eyes.
Do these go brighter or less bright?
I would actually, if it was an issue with my eyes that I had to go to the eye doctor for.
Okay.
No, that's not good on me. Kimmy, look at me. No.
Yeah, let's go
Let's
through.
keep it sexy, G-Lake.
Let's see what else it does. What if we go darker? Maybe we need Okay, this.
This is more in our family. Kim, you're looking great now.
Yes, this looks a lot better. We need less light. Just shut off. Can we black out this? You look like you
Not
just
for anything. Cute.
you look.
Cute girl there. I swear to God.
No, we need a little light. Alex, you
We
look like
need-
you're a fucking crypt keeper. in
No,
the
we
corner.
need
It
a
looks
little
scary.
light, but I'm just saying the less light on me, like I could pass for being way cuter.
We need light. This looks horrible.
It's just the way the
this.
world
Okay,
works.
wait.
It was like you hit it somewhere. On
Yeah,
the way.
it was so, dude. It's really a spectrum.
There was a moment of perfection.
Did you hear when we both got silent? We
Yes.
both felt it at the same
Yeah.
time.
That's
Go
something
darker,
closer.
darker, a little darker. I feel like
That's not crazy. That's nice.
This is nice.
Yeah, that's
Why
the
so
energy.
aggressive?
That's the energy I want to give off.
What do we
to
want
the
our
world.
fans to throw up while they're listening and watching?
They don't need to see every pore on my face. It would be too
now let's try this. Let's switch up the color. Now let's see the color. Look at G Mike.
Let's see
He's
what happens.
back there moving.
Ooh, we look good in any color now.
Yeah. See? Okay. This could
that's
change.
moody. It's kind of
Let's do something different. What else we got?
Neutral.
Why do I look grayer than you? Do you see how they're different also?
Yeah, a little. You do look a little grayer than me.
It looks like two different. Looks like we're calling in from two different studios. One is from the Twilight Zone.
Do you think it's the brick? Do you think it's maybe the color of the brick that picks up and kind of like bounces off my face?
Yes, because look.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know. All I know is that now I feel a lot better.
Keep this
a
one.
lot better about doing this show.
I feel worse. Now I'm grayscale. Can we do something else?
Kimmy liked the blue. She got I think you got a little bit like
yeah, the blue. The blue's giving me what I need.
Yeah, I think you started to get greedy at past the blue. It's like when you have a good parking spot 4 blocks away and you pass it and can't find parking all night.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I just wanted to do anything to be hotter and hotter, and I really lost myself. It's like when you can't stop doing Botox.
Yeah, that's why I won't start with any of that.
Yeah.
I know myself. The first thing I would get is boobs, obviously. Because
no, don't get boobs.
I know, but if I did, I'm just saying, I would feel it would bring me to such a soaring height that I wouldn't be able to stop. I'd get everything.
Would you ever get boobs if you have the extra cash and just had the money?
I don't think it's the money that's
it's the
stopping
safety,
me.
It's the health.
Yeah, I think it's the idea of having something like foreign objects like right next to my heart. It just seems like a lot. Your chest is like
That's exactly how I feel about
crazy.
it.
It just seems like a lot.
Yeah. My face, you can fuck up. My face, you can take a fucking hammer too.
Pull the knife out,
please.
baby.
Just do what you need to do.
No,
Honey,
but
once I have $20,000 extra dollars, I'm gonna look like Kardashian.
I have this like really weird sense ever since I was a kid of like it's like almost like a fear of change, even like potentially for the better. Like if I were to get a nose job or something, I would be so scared that something would go wrong and I would like regret that I didn't appreciate the beauty of my natural
That's
nose.
everyone's fear.
It's like
but guess how many girls go and then get their dream nose and they're like, what if for me, this is how I felt when I got chin filler. I don't know if did we talk about this on the podcast?
I don't think we did.
Oh, I got chin filler probably a year ago.
It's such a fun thing to talk about now though, because I remember when you got it. Go on.
Oh yeah, because I didn't. No, well the thing is, I didn't want to. It feels weird to promote as an ad. You know what I mean? I don't mind talking about it because I'm not the kind of person that will ever get work done and lie about it. It's just really not me.
Oh no, not that. I was just talking about like we were in New York when you got it, and you were at night. You were sleeping with your chin up like this, and I was like, Kim, is that really necessary? And you were like, yeah, I don't want to wake up with it over here.
I was scared it would. You know, it's
so
almost
nervous it was gonna shift to like her forehead or like the weirdest spot.
It only lasts about a year, and it's been about a year since I've gotten it, so it's pretty much gone now. And I'm still paranoid it'll shift. I gotta tell you, it's a fear that never goes away. It's part of the price of it. So if you're thinking about getting it, but I fucking loved it. I've actually noticed the difference recently in pictures of it going away.
Interesting.
And recently I've been like, oh, something's off. And I'm like, I need to get my chin filler again. I need to go get back for my yearly.
I think what you got was the best. You did it in the best way possible, where honestly I feel like you noticed the difference and other people it just wasn't a very noticeable difference.
But people did notice the difference because I got a lot of comments.
But they couldn't notice what it was.
Yes.
Like it was too small of a difference for them to be like, oh, she got her nose done. It's a brand new nose. Like
people would ask me if I
what
lost
changed
weight
about you?
or if I recently got a facial. They would ask me questions like that. Yeah.
That's exactly the kind of attention you want. You don't want it to be obvious the kind of work that you got. You got the perfect thing, honestly.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Maybe it hasn't been a year.
I think it hasn't.
I think this has just been
coming up on like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, 8 or 9 months. About 8 or 9 months.
Yeah.
But I want to go back and get it done. I'm a big fan. I was a big fan. I was so fucking nervous going in. I was so nervous that the lady was like annoyed. They also offered me half off if I did a social media post. and I didn't accept it because I just felt kind of wrong.
It's a lot.
Maybe next time I'll bring someone, like maybe next time I go, I'll bring Paco and we'll make it funny. And I do something like that to post.
Right, like a full-on bit.
But I don't want to just be like getting filler and posting it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's not really my brand.
Also, the savings wasn't worth it to shift over to that kind of branding just for that.
It was the difference of $1,000 and $500.
No, not worth it. No. Somebody would have to pay.
I would pay $500 not to have to post this.
Yeah.
Also,
which
my
is what
post,
you did.
Yeah, and my post to get me to post something, I charge more than that.
Exactly.
So it's like not worth it.
No.
But the filler, oh my God, will I say. If you're thinking about it, and this is the thing that happened to me. I originally was going because I wanted a nose job consultation. And when I went, the lady was like, oh my God, you don't need a nose job. You need a chin filler. And I was like, okay, I've never really thought of that. And then when she did it, I really liked my nose after.
So you think it just balanced everything out? It balanced
my face out, yeah.
See, I know it's like no matter what the answer is, it's always going to be a hurtful answer, but I'd love to like go to that lady and be like, what do I need to have done?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me and tell me. It's going to be hurtful, though. Nobody needs to have anything done.
Nobody needs to have anything done. We're all going to be dead so soon. I mean, I can't even explain how none of this matters. It's all so fucking temporary. But while you're here, if it makes you feel better to look a certain way, I say do it.
Sure. Yeah.
If you want to mess with
it scares me too much.
Yeah,
truly.
if you want to mess with your skin suit and you'll like the results and you like living in it for longer, then do it.
I can't face the fear of like if it'll be a mistake. Like I just like to keep it steady rolling on the path that I'm on, you know?
Yeah.
That's just my vibe.
Not me. Not me. I would never get like I don't think I would ever get like any body work done. Probably.
Well, also, a lot of that is like very trendy. Like all the BBLs are fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-year, 3-year trend.
Yeah.
That like people are getting them removed already.
I know.
That's it's such a major surgery. So many, people die just to get a good ass. They go to like a foreign country and get this cheap and shitty surgery and literally end up dying trying to get a fatter ass.
Such a good episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. And it's like more common than you'd think.
Yeah. I mean, this was sort of my argument with when I was talking about Botox and filler and stuff is people was like, you don't need that. Have you ever seen someone with that looks crazy? And I'm like, you see people every day that you think are so beautiful
that you
and
don't
natural
that
you don't realize get Botox and filler.
Absolutely.
The people that you think are the representation for filler are actually the representation for too much filler.
Right. Yeah. The people who are doing it right, you can't really tell.
You can't tell at all. There are so many people that I've thought were beautiful for years and they go, "Oh girl, I've been getting Botox since I was 19." And I'm like, "What? I just thought like you drank more water than me."
Okay, that makes sense. I would never start at 19 though.
People get preventative Botox when they're 19.
Sure. But you're already so pretty. It's like
I know when you're 19, you're so young, but that's not the point. The point is not to get pretty now. It's to stay pretty for later.
I guess so. It just seems like too much effort going into pretty.
Well, this is the thing. I think it goes more with like traditional living. It's like this is
an investment.
This is sort of an activity for a woman who a man pays for it. In exchange, she's like raising children and cleaning the house. I feel like it is like it is like you're like in exchange for being like a traditional housewife, you get to like get your hair done every week, get your nails done.
I truly feel like I'm happy with my appearance until I start scrutinizing it too much. Like I can't once I start spending too much time in the mirror, that's where like stuff goes south. Like I just try to like look at myself in the mirror and be like, that's what I look like. I'm cool with it, and then walk away.
I don't mind. I really don't mind what I look like in the mirror ever. Like, I never look in the mirror and get upset. I truly get so upset about the way I look.
I was pulling up your TikTok. I'm sorry.
This has happened once an episode, every episode for the last 9 episodes. And it never fails to kind of have decent timing.
Yes. It's really crazy.
It like always kind of feels almost purposeful.
It's really crazy. It's almost like he wants us to change a subject, but he doesn't know how to tell us that the podcast is boring.
No, I love the chin filler conversation.
So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to play a little
We're
bit
going to
of
blast 2 seconds of a TikTok.
LMFAO shots. Right is like it's like a it's like a Katie Couric interview. I'm in tears.
Oh man. Hey there, auto mechanics and super cool do-it-yourself guys who work on their own cars. I want to tell you about rockauto.com, the online store with every auto part you need at the best prices. This is your one-stop shop for everything auto parts. RockAuto.com has been in business for 20 years, and they make it easy to find the parts that you need at the best possible prices. No more talking to counter guys who need to order your parts, aren't really sure what you're looking for, never have quite what you need, and then after all the hassle will still charge you storefront markups. At RockAuto.com, you could easily find everything you need, and whether you're a mechanic, an auto shop, or just some guy working on his own car, everyone has access to the same incredible pricing at RockAuto.com. So if you're a car guy or girl, head to RockAuto.com to check out all of the parts available for your car. You're going to have a blast looking at everything they have to offer. So one more time, go to rockauto.com. No promo code is needed because their prices are already that good. But when you order, it'd be really cool if you let them know that you heard about them on Broad Topics Podcast. ROCKAUTO.com. All right, let's get back into the show. Speaking of which, I want to talk about what happened the other night when I drove out to see you. I came out to a show like 150 miles away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay.
On a snowy, icy night.
Yes, you did.
And we got there not too late. I mean, we got there maybe 30 minutes after the show started, but I had warned you that I was probably going to miss your set.
Yes.
But apparently by the time Mike and I arrived to the venue, Kim had already, gone through every stage of grief.
Yes.
And the passing of the both of us.
Yes. I did, and I know why I did it.
Okay.
Well, first of all, it was an icy night.
Yeah.
Second of all, I just feel like naturally, if you and Mike, I understand that you guys are also like professional, so you know that I'm working. So you're probably not. I just feel like I thought that when you texted me, you'd be like, "We're here. Where are you at?" And you'd come into the green room. I just thought that you would do that. But you guys went straight into the crowd, which I understand because you were showing up late. You wanted to catch the end of the show before the hang.
Mm-hmm.
Totally get it.
It seems rude to go straight to the green room when you're 40 minutes late for a show. It's crazy.
No, not for you guys. You're literally our close friends.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind next time. But yeah, we were just trying to be like
Mohegan
polite.
Sun with Lewis. And I had already done my set, and Lewis was on stage. And I was sort of in the green room being like, they got to be here soon. And now I'm looking at the text. You said, we're 30 minutes away. And I saw it was 50 minutes prior to that. And I was like, okay, well, maybe they stopped for gas. Maybe they stopped for joints. And they were actually 50 minutes away. And about 10 minutes after that, I text you, are you okay? I get nothing back. This is where my thoughts shift.
Okay.
I go, and I called Harrington, no answer.
Mm.
And I was like, she's driving. Harrington has to have his phone in his hand or at least on and around him. One of them has to hear. Her phone's got to be connected to her car. Why aren't they? And then I'm like, why aren't they both answering? And I was like, she's now 30 minutes late. And I go, God, it's icy out. And then my thoughts start going crazy. And I'm like, what if she got in a car accident? And I was like, and then I imagine the whole show going through and everyone emptying out and me and Lewis trying to call and both your phones being dead. And then I imagine us having to figure out that you got in a car accident, like me having to call local hospitals and then getting the news. And I literally imagined this is all sitting in the back of Lewis's set where he's going like, I cut my son's dick off and put it to his ass. He's like telling some joke. And I'm just teary-eyed imagining doing a Broad Topics episode where I have to announce that we're obviously ending Broad Topics because everyone knows you died, but it feels weird not to do a final goodbye. So now I'm teary-eyed making this.
She said she was thinking about having to call my parents and tell them
not even tell them what happened. Like in my head, the scenario is they already knew. The police already called them. but I had to call and apologize because you were coming to see me.
Oh, man.
And that fucking took me to another place when the whole time you were just 4 feet away from me watching the show.
4 feet away watching the show. We had stopped on the way in at Chick-fil-A. I left something in the car, so I probably left my phone and ran back to the car. I mean, we were just like being
humans.
2 idiots coming into Mohegan Sun with all of our stuff and forgetting things and whatever.
Just being human.
Just totally
And I
normal.
was just being ill.
Yeah. And she said that she planned my whole eulogy on the show, that she was going to come on and be like, you guys already know what happened, but I feel like I do have to come
That's
on.
how it started. That's exactly how it started. Yeah, it was sincere. My imagination was more sincere than other people's podcasts where they actually killed people.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I was more sorry in my imagination than that other podcast.
No,
that we
yeah,
saw.
I saw it on your face because when I did make eye contact with you at one point in the show, and you looked at me and you looked away. It was so weird.
I couldn't look at you
I haven't
anymore?
seen you in a month, and we didn't even really say hi. You looked away from me.
I couldn't make any contact with you. I also did to you the thing I did when one of my college best friends died, which is I convinced myself for like 2 months that we were never friends. And I did this fucked up thing where I was like, I didn't even like him. And we were my other friend sent me a text
you were sitting
message.
at Mohegan Sun already dissociating from our friendship.
I'm ill. And my other friend sent me a text message of my friend who died like a month before he died being like, it's just you and Kim, my 2 closest friends.
You told me that recently. The day it happened, you were like, I gotta tell you something fucked up. My friend who died, who I convinced myself I wasn't even friends with at all, apparently I was his best friend ever.
Yes.
Like,
And I thought he was my best friend until he died. And I was like, no, he was not my best friend.
we didn't even really care about each other.
We didn't hang out every day. I don't know.
I
his
guess it makes it
secrets.
easier. It's like when you have a friend moving away and you start a fight with them on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that in elementary
in
school.
the movies, when the boyfriend's trying to hug you and you're punching him before you give in and hug, it's that. It's that in an emotion.
Hate that move.
No, I hate you. I hate you. I never want to see you again.
She throws her arms
And
around
then they
him.
kiss passionately,
Yeah.
and then they start fucking. Yeah, always. It was so bad that if you saw my post a few days ago while I was at Mohegan Sun, I posted a picture of my dead friend because then I got in my feelings about having dead
By
friends.
the time I got to Mohegan Sun, Kim's actual dead friend had a whole memorial on her Instagram.
I went through it. Can I tell you why I think I do that?
Why?
The whole I assume they're dead thing, because growing up when my mom would get mad at me, she'd leave and pretended she died.
Jesus Christ, Kim. The stories just get sadder and sadder.
She would. Like, she would do things like she would just leave and turn her phone off and be like, I'm driving crazy.
She would
And
look
the
you dead in the eye and say her number one phrase, you only get one mother, you never get another.
Yeah.
And walk away.
Yep.
That's fucking
And she'd
crazy,
leave.
dude.
Even recently, I was in an argument with her on the highway and she just screamed and then turned her phone off.
Oh.
And I was like, I know she's faking her death. Now she can't get me because I'm old enough. But now I assume every time someone goes away, they die.
Yo, she can't be crying wolf like that.
No.
It's not good. When she's in trouble, you're not going to be there.
No, fuck no.
Shit.
I'm going to be like, she's lying.
The Boy Who Cried Wolf fucked me up, I think, as a kid. When I heard that story, because
It's a great story.
yeah, it's the one moral tale where I was like, oh shit, I will think twice before lying. Like, it's the one
Yeah.
where you're like, that makes perfect sense. I shouldn't lie all the time. Like,
Because why would they save him? He always lied.
nobody will trust me if I lie all the time. You just don't really understand that until you hear that story.
I try to tell that story to every new guy I date. I don't know how to explain this.
It's like they
they're
never
always-
heard it.
They're always like,
What
why
were
don't-
they doing when
Every new guy I date, because I don't really trust any guys. I've truly never really been able. There's few people in my life I trust. You're one of them. Very few people in my life I actually trust. And even then, a little part of me always is like, maybe I'm tricking myself. Like, it's fucked up. I have really bad trust issues. Every time I date a new guy, I tell him I have trust issues. And they're like, why? Like, I'm a good guy. And I'm like, every guy is a little boy.
Yeah, but also, like, you're a good guy to you. Like,
yeah. You treat yourself well. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm sure you love yourself and trust yourself to the death, but prove that shit to me. I don't know what to say.
It's like, I don't need to. Don't be mad at me because I have trust issues.
Yeah.
Be trustable.
Yeah, I get that. I get it. They're hard to trust, man.
Ugh.
I don't know what to say.
Everyone's hard to trust.
Yeah.
Everyone is hard to trust. I've gotten got a few times where people genuinely act like my friend, and then I find out they don't like me, and that shit. I think people think I'm a little more aggressive. Like, people do think I'm more aggressive than I am and more blunt, but that's something I'll never do. I'll never just be nice to someone that I straight up hate. If I don't like you and you walk into a room, I will not make a lot of eye contact you. When you walk by and you say, hey, I'll go, hey, what's up?
You know,
and that's it. And that's like the furthest I'll go. But when I do find out is when you're in front of me and we're cool, and then I leave and you say something, and then a friend tells me, like, as soon as you walked away, that person said this. Then I'm like, I'm going to be a cunt to you.
No, you know what? You are actually, and we say it all the time, but it's so fucking wildly true that it hurts. You're Maddie from Euphoria. And like, if you watch that show, in the first couple episodes, like, I feel like it's everyone's tendency to assume that Maddie is like the mean girl and the bitch, but she's not. She's just confident. She knows who she likes. She knows who she doesn't like. And she fucking is always straightforward.
Always.
She's never gone back on liking somebody, disliking somebody, whatever it is. She plays her game perfectly. I've been saying from like 5 episodes into season 1 when I was watching that show, I was like, Maddie's the best one out of them to be friends with. She's the only one who's actually good to the girls and loyal and trusting.
And she
all that
would
shit.
be considered the meanest one.
Yeah. So but that's what I'm saying. Like, I get why people who already have like a chip on their shoulder kind of interact with you in this weird schemy way, because they see you as a Maddie and they think that you're this mean girl, and they think that they have to like play this game with you when they're just fucking
Cut to them betraying me because they thought I was going to betray them.
Exactly.
And I'm at the door crying, being like, I would have actually never done this.
I would have never done this to you.
I am
exactly.
Also,
it's
fucking
it's exactly
respectful.
Euphoria.
Yes, that's exactly how I am. I'm like, I would have never done this. I would have never talk shit behind your back. I am not the kind of person.
I would never embarrass you in front of everybody the way you're doing this to me. It's exactly that energy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's why people fuck with you. That's why people fuck with Maddie, you know?
Yeah, but some people don't.
No. If they know better.
If they know better.
Yeah.
You fuck with Maddie.
Yeah.
I love that show. It's so good.
It's great.
Can't stop talking about it ever.
I don't want to talk about it because it's going to bring us right back to Sydney Sweeney's boobs, and it's like how many episodes?
Episode after episode. G Mike, you don't need to pull it up. Leave it down.
I've pulled it up in my brain.
We already pulled it up here.
I think we all got it pulled up right now.
Listen, all you have to say is the word Sydney, and you just see 2 fucking jiggling, slow motion, fat, juicy.
I could feel them in the palms of my hands.
Me too, dude. I could just squeeze them.
I could feel the way that they squeeze so tenderly.
I want them on top of my body. She makes me so gay.
I'll bet
I want them
taste like literal flowers,
like honey, like that. Those
sugar.
Mints. They taste like those mints you have.
They taste like violet.
Yeah, she tastes like violet. We're disgusting. We're disgusting, dude. Sydney Sweeney, I know you listen to this podcast. Probably it's very popular. A lot of people do. And we're just kidding.
We're just kidding. We admire you. We both want to be you.
We both want to be you.
At the end of the day, what's happening
taste
here.
And smell like you. And also fuck you and scissor you.
Yes. I just want you in my vicinity, and maybe some of your awesomeness will rub off on me.
Mm-hmm. I want you to literally rub off on me.
Rub off on me. Please. Can we all rub off on each other, maybe?
Begging you, Sydney Sweeney. Oh, God. I got fucking roasted on TikTok. We could talk about that.
I do want to talk about that. I saw that last night before bed. It was actually my lesson. You know that TikTok that you say, this is my last one for the night.
And then you wake up in the morning, you see it, and you go, that's where I left off.
Yep, exactly. I left off on you last night, baby girl, because I spent a while in your comments. The comments were fucking crazy.
I targeted a specific audience, which I think was middle school boys.
It's like 6th to 10th grade boys.
Yes, are the ones that are attacking me. They're calling me ugly and old.
Mid is
they're calling me
prime word,
which is when I was in high school. It's such an insult because when I was in high school, when you bought bad weed, you bought mids.
Yeah, mids. It's like a brand of bad, like a type of bad weed that I feel doesn't even really exist anymore. I wouldn't even know where to get mids.
It sounds like quite literally the opposite of mint.
Like you have to go to a third world.
Which is which is if you're mint, you're good. And if you're mid, you're bad.
Mids, yeah. I feel like you have to go to a third world country to get mid weed at this point in life.
So these kids fucking roasted me. I did this TikTok. I thought it was funny. It's kind of a trend right now, but I did my own. You know how it's like one thing going on and you can do your own little twist on it?
Right.
So I did one of those and it said when he likes a girl's pictures, but I've already been fucking. Wait, that's not.
And I would have never done this to you. I would have never done this to you. And I would have never.
So that was it. Nothing crazy. It is crazy that it is a Maddie quote. Yeah. But it's trending. So that was it. And the comments. Can we pull up the comments, G Mike?
You have to sign in to see the comments, but I have them on my phone. You want me to read you some of the comments?
Yes,
I would
please.
love that. Yes, please.
Okay, the first comment, which got the most likes, says, not a flex, and then the skull face emoji, and then all the homies eating.
All the homies eating, which he means it's not a flex to show off that I'm fucking a guy's friends because they're all fucking me. And I'm actually the whore in this situation.
Yes.
Is that insult is how I broke that one down.
And I understand his point.
The homies are eating. And you know what? Chew away, homies.
I hope they hungry.
Yeah, I said come hungrier next time.
Bring more. Bring more friends.
Bring dessert. What are some of the other ones?
We got this a W for the homies.
Yes.
You got 5'4", black hair, never had her dad there.
I'm gonna put that as my new Instagram bio.
That's really good. It's actually really good.
Yeah, it's really
great
funny.
Instagram bio.
It's really good. I think it's a song. 5'4", black hair, never had her dad there. It's like a emo song.
I don't know that song.
I think it's like an emo song. I think that's where that came from. Yeah, I got that one a couple times in the comments.
The same comments?
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 people left that specific comment.
Okay.
5'4", black hair, never had her dad there. I'm assuming it's what the kids are leaving on.
Whores pages.
Yes.
Yeah, sluts.
Yes.
Total sluts.
Yes. What else we got?
And then there's just washed up, mid.
What do you mean just washed up?
Like just the words washed up.
She's yesterday's news.
Damn, yeah, they went hard. And they're mean.
I think it's hilarious, Kim. I couldn't help myself. It's like they're all obviously little boys. You could tell how triggered and upset they were when they saw the video, they came across it, they thought you were cute. They read the caption,
and they got
angry as if they were your boyfriend, and they had to leave a mean comment. It's adorable.
It's exactly what happened. Yes, it's pretty cute.
It's
I'm
cute.
not gonna lie. They called me mid.
Imagine being so triggered that you have to leave a mean comment. How often do you leave a mean comment on TikTok? You have to be a psycho. I'd be embarrassed if a person who knew me saw me leaving a mean comment.
It's probably been since I've left a genuine mean comment, like disagreeing with anything. I maybe have left one in the last 6 years.
I think about it all the time. I'm actually very often tempted to type a mean comment.
I've sometimes typed them and deleted them.
And I think to myself, well, if somebody who knows who I am saw this mean comment that's here for absolutely no reason and saw that I cared about this,
I had the time
to type this out and post it, I would be so embarrassed that it's not worth typing.
Every time I'm about to leave the comment, I think about how the person who knows me that's going to see it is going to be like, doesn't she have like a set?
Yeah, doesn't she have like something to do?
Like, isn't she a working professional?
Yeah.
So I try to keep that in mind. That's why I stay off of Facebook. It's easy to get involved on Facebook.
Yeah, because it's all middle-aged women who can't help but get themselves involved.
Yes.
It's all people commenting.
But it's so easy just to call someone an idiot on Facebook because they're all such idiots. It's hard not to get in there and be like, do you see how stupid you all are?
Yeah. No, but then once you do that, you're part of the conversation.
And then
it's a massive
once it's
problem.
over, it never feels good. It never feels good to be in any sort of thing where you're arguing back and forth with someone.
That's the same reason I I hate talking about politics or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just not trying to sit around and debate. I know that especially men, I think, and some women love it too, but and also people drinking alcohol a lot love to sit down and have a good debate for 6 hours. Where I'm I'm just sick of us not being on the same page. Why would I want to have a 5-hour conversation with somebody where we're not on the same page? I just get sick of the debate and walk away.
I agree. We know a specific friend group who loves to debate. And they have like one leader.
Yes, we do.
And they have like one leader who is like the leader of their debate.
It's like the debate god that like they all bow to this one god of debate.
And the leader brings up a subject and their opinion.
It's actually fucking crazy. It's like wild to see the way that the dynamic of it.
It'll literally be like, what's the top 3 meats? And it's like
holy shit. It's so funny how true this is though.
Yeah, and it's like,
and then like
chicken?
Yeah. I know you did not just say chicken is the best meat.
Look at the number of tacos that get sold every week.
How many chicken tacos do you think they sell?
Man, no. It's like, what's going on here? Can we just hang? When me and Alex hang out, you should just hear. It's conversations like I got high the other day and I thought for some reason I thought that your breath affects the way that you think.
Yeah, we're like,
and Alex is like, there could be something to that. Maybe we should look it up. And then we look up a few things and find some interesting facts and sort of.
We love to learn together. We love to like watch cool videos. We love supporting people. We're like, oh man,
look
that's
how beautiful
cool.
this girl is. Look how talented this person is.
Let's look at the view. It's so beautiful. Like we're like
we do things like we find someone with one YouTube video view and refresh the page 100 times. Like we're idiots when we hang out. There's no.
We want to be on the same page at all times, though. Pretty much, like there's rarely a disagreement of like one of us going one way and the other one going the other.
No, you know who I get a lot of those with? That fucker out there that you're in love with.
I know. He likes to push your buttons in particular.
He loves to argue
and you know
with
what?
me.
I think he likes to argue with you because of the amount. Like you're one of the few people who really pulls my attention away from him and to you. And I think that he has to push your buttons.
You're right.
I think that's where it's
like when you have 2 kids and the younger one starts misbehaving or the older one starts misbehaving
because the younger one's getting too much attention. That's exactly what's happening.
Yes, he likes to be argumentative.
But you know, your mommy's baby, Kimmy.
It's crazy. He argues with me about things, and I'm like, I've called him out before where I go, I know you don't believe
know
it.
that you don't believe that. The sheets thing is the perfect example.
Have we talked about this?
We talked about it very shortly on the Mark Normand episode.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. No, but he used to do it. You know how I know it's all not true? Is that he used to do it to me a lot more. It's like before we were dating, it was always disagree. An argument. Everything's an argument, this and that. And I have to sit there and be like, I know you're not trying to say that the thing that nobody believes is true.
Yes.
I know you're not trying to have the opinion that absolutely nobody on this planet has ever had before.
What he will do is something that I think that a lot of people in the world do. And I do think that it is a big reason for the world's miscommunication is he finds technicalities in his truth, which I fucking hate when people use this for an argument. Like, for example, we are talking, and this is not even him being argumentative. This is just a good example of the way he thinks when he's doing his sort of debate thing. We were talking about Legion of Skanks.
No, it's a great example.
My first episode of Legion of Skanks was this episode we did at the stand, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, no, that wasn't the first one. The first one you did was
Big J's birthday episode where they had like 20 rotating guests
for like 3 minutes at a time. Yeah. And I go, that wasn't my first episode.
I was like, that
Skanks.
Obviously doesn't count. That's not what we're talking about. And he's like, yeah, but it technically was your first episode of Skanks.
So he's always like technically right,
sure.
But it's like, but you know that's not what we meant.
But I've come to realize though that I actually am starting to truly believe that he's not trying to be argumentative. I think that's actually where his brain is at. He's autistic like that. Like it's the same reason he can answer the Jeopardy questions is the same reason he knows exactly when your first appearance on Legion of Skanks was that we all fucking forgot about.
I see.
You know what I mean? I'm starting to believe it.
I see. Yeah, because sometimes I'm like, you can answer the Jeopardy questions, but you can't think of 2 words for mind meld.
No, have we ever talked about that on the show before? The time that James and Harrington years ago tried to play mind meld with each other.
And Harrington said the word truck.
He said
2 times
truck
in
twice.
a row,
He lost to James by saying the same word.
Round
twice.
1. You can't even lose the game. There's no losing. I've never seen anyone lose before.
There's so many words.
There's so many words you could think of by looking by closing I could open my eyes and see button, red, stripe,
brown,
stripe,
circle,
black, cup, phone.
We already mind melded. We just hung up a second ago.
We did the craziest mind
Oh,
meld.
the other night, please. It was out of control. We started on a couple words and we kept getting further and further apart. We were like,
We might have been a little fucked up.
yeah, we were pretty fucked up. We kept getting further apart and we ended up on Barney
and
lava. And this was like the furthest apart that we had gotten.
And we're laughing because every word we say, we're straying further from each other to the point where we're at Barney and lava.
And it's funny because everybody who was around us was like, we got it. There's an obvious one. And there was an obvious one.
Yes.
But you and I could not for the life of us think of the obvious one.
Right.
Which is dinosaur.
Right.
But without deciding that we were going to start fresh, we didn't say out loud, all right, let's just scrap this and start over. We
decided to say the same word.
On our own, we went to a completely different category. I said candle and Kim said light.
I said lamp.
Lamp. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, from
way closer together.
Yeah, G Mike, the face you're making is right.
Doesn't that
from
make sense?
Barney and lava, we went, okay, 1, 2, 3, and said candle and lamp.
Because we both knew that we
You
were
both
not going to
gave
get.
up without telling the
Yeah,
other
we
one.
gave up and we said, let's start fresh, and got way closer to where we obviously won on the next turn where we said light.
You girls have the gift.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we do.
We melded.
We've just been melding.
You want to do one right now?
We did meld that.
Yeah, we can meld
Yeah,
right
we
now.
could meld. All right.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Black.
Purse.
Black purse.
Okay.
You gotta go.
Oh. 1, 2, 3. Wallet. Prada wallet.
Ugh.
Okay.
No,
okay.
hold on.
Prada wallet.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Money.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah. Nice. Well done.
Thank you. Now I'm going to do a mind meld with the audience.
How are we gonna?
Well, because I feel bad because I feel like they're left out.
No, they could do it with us.
Well, what I'm saying is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say a word. And then I'm going to go say 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say a word. And then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say a word. And you tell me if we actually mind melded. Does that work?
No, it doesn't work because the next word has to
But
be based on the word that the audience is thinking of
I'll use
too.
my feeling.
All right, so this is like your first like being a psychic, like you're doing like
Yeah. Okay, so if you're listening, we're going to play mind meld.
I don't understand how it works.
On the count of 3, I'm going to say a word, and it's going to get closer and closer to your word. I'm doing it 3 times, so hopefully we can meld by 3.
Oh, so they've already thought of a word.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm playing along, by the way, but quietly.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Makeup. Okay. All right. Makeup and Okay. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Tissue. Ooh, we're getting
close.
closer. You hear that, Alex?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Booger. Holy shit.
No, I had paper mache.
The disappointed no, I had paper mache.
Sorry, guys.
It's Barney.
Oh man.
What?
Nothing. I just dissociated for a second. I'm sorry.
You okay? You seem like you're going through something.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
It's a hard knock life for you. It's a hard knock life for you.
Static treated, we get tricked. Static kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life.
Is it knock life or not life?
It's a hard knock life.
Hard knock?
Yeah.
Like they're maids.
Like
knocking?
the school of hard knocks.
Oh. I thought hard knock like housekeeping.
Oh, well, you know, they kind of look like they're dressed as little tiny
Yeah, it's a hard like
It's a hard
that's a hard knock
life.
you have to do. It's either if you're having a hard knock life, you should either be a cop or a housekeeper.
Yeah, or like a criminal when the cops are coming
hello,
in.
I'm here to clean.
No, I think a hard knock life is like no one cares if you grow or if you shrink. Yeah, like people are kicking them, right? Isn't there something about like static treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked.
Perfect.
It's a hard knock life. I killed that.
We should end the podcast.
Do you want to do our own production of Annie?
Yes.
We can cast our friends in it.
Yeah.
Lewis could be Daddy Warbucks.
It should be like a funny version of Annie, and maybe it's a girl with a big ass, and we can call her Fanny.
Fanny.
Yeah. Little orphan Fanny. She's just got a big ass, and these perverts keep trying to adopt her. And Daddy Warbucks is kind of a sicko because he likes her Fanny.
It's a fart jar life for us. It's a fart jar life for us.
Instead of raises. All right, you guys. This is a fun episode. Alex, where can people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar, and check out my other podcast, Stick and Portly Watch Rick and Morty, every Monday right after Legion of Skanks, only on gasdigitalnetwork.com/live. You could head to gasdigitalnetwork.com and use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX, for a free trial with access to every episode of every show on demand, bonus content, live chats, all the good stuff. Also, head over to podcastmerch.com, where you could find hoodies, hats, t-shirts, tank tops, all the good shit. Support Broad Topics by wearing your very favorite podcast merch around town.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it, I think. Thanks for listening, guys. And Kim?
You guys can follow me at on Instagram at Kim Congdon, on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon. Check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/QueenCong1. I have another podcast with the very funny Sarah Weinschenk called This Bitch. You can find that anywhere podcasts are available. Once again, if you haven't, please subscribe to this podcast. Please support, leave a comment, share it with a friend, show some love, buy some merch.
Send us presents.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, because we were going to talk about...
Do you want to just give the address?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it on our next episode.
But we also want presents.
We want presents.
Do you want me to just give the address now? And if anyone sees it?
Yeah.
All right, if you guys have anything you want to send the Broad Topics podcast, send it to 151 First Avenue, P.O. Box 311, New York, New York, 1003.
Yeah, send us a fun gift. It's so fun.
000
0003.
3.
Yes.
There we go. Perfect. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.